And we are back now for another session of calling. We are going to be making more calls to help you buy your first rental property. So you're going to achieve financial freedom one rental at a time. Once you get to 4, things start compounding. You get the compound effect and everything else. So yeah, we're going to be calling etc. Motivated sellers who are more motivated now than ever before. Like, subscribe, and thank you for joining me. Don't forget to have this playing in the background as you make calls. These videos are not designed to give you a step-by-step. These videos are designed for you to hear conversations with potential sellers and without using a script, trying to structure good deals with them on the phone, etc., and just taking them through sequence of events to where we can get a deal put together. So we are going to jump right into it here. Okay. So did I ask you to subscribe and like and share and comment and hit the bell? I don't remember. So, but go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's go into our CRM here. So earlier we spoke to Mary Claire, and so we are getting her moved into a nurturing campaign. So she's going to go into a 6-month nurture campaign here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Then we got a new lead as well. And so again, copy the address, go to our systems, run the numbers every time. That's just like what we do. We want to see it. We want to do it fast. So we aren't taking a whole lot of time here. So paste it, go to Zillow, do the same thing. That was Privy that I just did. This now is Zillow. Go to realtor.com. And we're going to do the same thing. Okay. So let's see what we got here. It's off market according to this. Estimated value here is going to be $899. Okay, so we are going to take this real quick. We're going to take it onto our CRM, realtor.com. Okay, we are going to go to we're going to go to the phone was ringing. That's what happened there. So let's go to Privy and get our estimate here. It's 936 to 1.17 million. We're going to take that. And now we're going to go to, and confidence is 4. Okay. And finally, we're going to go to Zillow and get our figures here. So it is off market. Everybody I've checked, or everywhere I've checked. And so off market on Zillow. Zillow's estimate is 901,800. So 901,800. The estimated refi payment is $5,113 a month, and the estimated rent payment here is $3,650. Let me say something here about the idea is to get properties sub 2 and sell them to end buyers via lease option or something like that. Whatever your attorney determines is best to minimize your liability. We don't like telling people, oh, this is the strategy, because as I said before, we have there's better coaches out there, etc. So we're not really coaching here on a specific strategy. We're just kind of showing what we are doing, and then we are recommending that you do what we did, which is check with our attorney to make sure that the strategy is correct for your situation. So that's what we're doing here. So this one wouldn't cash flow as a rental. I wouldn't even try Airbnb. So now let's see what they said. Read the notes here. Repairs needed. The property is in good condition and no repairs are needed. It's currently occupied by the owner. They want to sell as soon as the offer is ready. He's moving out of the property. He's moving out. Okay, that's interesting. Minimum they'll consider is $980. Too much. Anytime. We can call them anytime. He said, okay, so let's give him a call and see what we can do. Okay. Uh-oh, missing a digit here somewhere.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system 4153284.
Okay. No answer. It's too bad. I'm gonna try again. It's going through now. Okay. Hello, Christian. Can you hear me okay? Christian, can you hear me okay? Hello? Yes, can you hear me okay? Yeah, okay, great. This is Ben. Yeah, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Good, awesome. Yeah, I'm just calling you back about the property you got there on Nave Court.
Excuse me?
I'm calling you back about the property on Nave Court.
Uh-huh.
Yep, you said that you might be interested in selling it, so I did a little bit of due diligence, and I'm just calling you back, see if we can go over this.
Okay.
You got time?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. So you mentioned that you're willing to or wanting to sell as soon as possible because you are moving out of the property. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of time frame? When were you thinking about moving out?
When?
Yes, when?
I don't have the deadline. I can't move out with any time. I don't have the deadline.
Okay, so you're just thinking about sometime soon then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I do see here that you are trying to sell it for about what the Zillow estimate is, which is about 900,000, something like that. Zillow is at $900,000, 901, 800.
I just put that one 900,
980. Oh, okay. So you want more than what the Zillow estimate is saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I also checked on realtor.com and they have it at 899, 200.
899?
Yeah, 899. Yeah, on realtor.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you willing to work with those numbers?
Let me think about it.
Okay. No problem. Okay, no problem. You can think about that. That's no issue at all.
Okay.
Do you currently have a mortgage on the property?
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay. So what would be the payoff amount that we'd have to pay the mortgage? Do you have an estimate what you owe?
When you're ready to do it, I give you all the details. When you're ready to do it, I give you all the details.
Yeah, I mean, we are pretty much ready. I just wanted to know if you'd be willing to work with those numbers, those figures I gave you from
Okay.
Zillow.
Let me call you back.
Okay, no problem. Sounds good.
Call you on this number?
So yeah, this is my phone number right here. You can call me back anytime,
Okay.
or text me. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so it sounded like he was busy at first. He didn't pick up, and I think he did. And you know, it's better to talk to him whenever he's not like getting other things taken care of around him. Spoke with him, and he seemed to be really busy, at first. He didn't answer. Then he did. Then he was fumbling around with the phone, etc. So I told him about the price on realtor.com and on Zillow and how he wants more than those estimates. And I asked if he was willing to kind of work with the numbers on the websites. Period. At first, he said he was going to think about it, then he said that he was willing to work with it, period. But then he kept sounding like he was busy, I asked him if there was a mortgage, and he said yes, I asked him if when he was going to move out. He said he's not sure yet, period. Then he said if he could call me back, and I said yes. He asked me if this is the number I called from, and I said yes, period. So if he doesn't call me back, I will. the computer's going to type it all up for us. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. People are still getting used to the new real estate market. They think that they can still get above asking and all this kind of stuff, and people bidding on their properties and stuff, and that's just not the case. So we're just still building relationships and finding pain and etc. It does not sound like he's got a lot of pain here. So, you know, but who knows if we get him to open up a little bit more, and then from there discover something that we weren't anticipating, which is the case sometimes. That's pretty much a wrap with this one. A quick word about the market, etc. Everybody is saying that this is a buyer's market and stuff, and look, I'm all for that because then we can get deals. But what happens is people were offering, 70% ARV, and that was tough to get because 70% or even more, and some investors were buying at retail value. So now that it's pretty much not that way anymore, there's a pool of sellers now that can't sell their properties and they're sitting on the market, etc. They're still thinking that they're going to get whatever high prices we've been seeing for a long time. So that's not going to be the case. So now our job has become, if you're wholesaling, your job has become to offer 50% or less. So before you could do 70, 80, close to retail, because you kept anticipating the market to go up and stuff. So, but now that that's not happening, you got to go low, and then you're expecting the market to go down. So you have to go, your offer has to be low enough to anticipate a decline in the market. And that makes things really tough. That is why we are not really focused on finding wholesale deals. It's more about finding pain. So this thing never typed it. So he said that he would call me back. Verified my number. If he doesn't, I will. Okay. So I spoke with him pretty much. I didn't have high hopes on this one. So attempted, let's see, okay. Okay. On to the next one here. Man, these properties are very expensive. Okay, we're going to take this. So I just moved it from one stage to another so we can have a sequence of properties. Okay, so we're going to take this address here. Again, same process every time. Going on to Zillow. We're going to go into realtor.com, same thing. And then we are going to check the MLS through Privy. Same process every time. We just do this all day long. We are champs. Okay. Very expensive. See, the RVM just came down by 58 grand. Okay. So let's see here. Let's try and put it all together here and see if we can come up with a story that makes sense. Okay, realtor.com is at 1.02%. So we're going to take that and put it over here on my CRM. And we're going to go over here on Privy, and we're going to take that. The confidence is 4, and we are going to paste it here. Okay, then we are going to Zillow, and I know it's not going to make sense for rental. So here's what we've got. We've got off-market property. The estimate is 901. The rent estimate is 3566, and the estimated refi payment is 5201. So we're gonna go and take it and put it in here. So these are not rental properties. We're just looking to see if we can find some pain here. Okay, the notes from the caller associate: repairs needed, none. Property has 6 bedrooms, 4 baths, occupied by the owner. How soon do they need to sell ASAP? Oh, that's interesting. 2 properties and wants to move to his other house. Okay, minimum he'll take is 900,000. Okay, let's go ahead and call. Oh, he's got a weird name, Raj. I'm just not calling Raj. Rajan Durpal, something like that. Raj. No answer. We'll try later. Okay, let's move fast through these.
Please leave your message for 925597169.
Okay. Nothing. Okay, let's see here. Monday at 2 p.m. All of that. I'm right on time. I'm going to call this guy right now. What time is it in this time zone? Let's see here. 2 p.m. So that's later on today. Let's call him now. Let's see. Inherited property, doesn't know the condition of it because he hasn't visited it. That's right. Okay. That's right. And I said he's likely to own another property in Texas. That is correct. Okay. So let's go ahead and give him a ring. Estimated loan balance 145K. AVM. CMA value is 587. His estimate.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice. 4699.
No answer. We'll try later. Okay. What a bummer. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Make the notes. Let's move on. Okay, yeah. So we got a lot of calls made there. I'm gonna check, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just walking you through what we do as the acquisitions here. What we do every single day, and it takes a long time because we have to keep clean, organized notes and everything else, and it's not easy. So yeah, we are going to continue on here. So the VA, is the list coming? Well, not a VA, but a coworker here. And just kind of making sure that everybody is working together. So, okay, let's go here. This is a Prairie Point. Okay, attempted contact. I got the voicemail. Okay, on batch, it says 353. No privy data. His estimate is 408. 408. Then rent's estimate is 2124. Estimated refi payment is 2247. So it would not cash flow because the rent is less than what we have to pay every month than the expenses already. So there's no management fee calculated in there, and there is no allocation for vacancies, etc. So it wouldn't cash flow at those numbers. So but we're going to call and verify, etc. She has owned the property since 1998. It was a rental. It was occupied on a weekly basis. Huh, that's strange. Tired of being a landlord and having medical issues, she said she can no longer go to the property and take care of it. Oh, okay. Well, this sounds like a really good lead here. Okay, let me see if she will receive text here. Okay. And I switch it up, so sometimes I send text messages, sometimes I don't. So it's just whatever you think is going to get somebody to answer. This is what we do, like 10 hours a day plus contracts. It's a lot. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it.
Hello?
Yes. Hello. Is this Cynthia?
Yeah, it is. Who is it?
This is Ben. We spoke a few weeks back about your property on Prairie Point Boulevard.
Uh-huh.
Yep, and you were stating that you had it rented before, but you're just tired of doing it, being a landlord, etc. So I wanted to see if
I did go ahead and sell it, so it's sold.
oh, you sold it.
Yep, I did.
Okay, what did you get for it? Just wondering.
420.
420. That was the asking price you had.
Yep.
Yeah, well, good.
No, actually, I had a little bit lower than that, but that's what I wanted. So that's what I wanted to get. So.
Good for you. What? Let me ask you, and this is a bold question. Don't get mad at me. Are you going to reinvest that money somewhere?
I haven't decided.
Haven't decided.
Not yet. So.
Are you open to doing gap lending, meaning just little earnest money deposits, like a $5,000 earnest money deposit, et cetera, and you get a return on that? Are you open to doing something like that?
I don't know exactly what you're asking or talking about.
Yeah, like we buy houses all the time, and we fix them and either rent them or flip them. So typically when we go to get a property under contract, we have to put in an earnest money deposit with the title company. And that's typically anywhere between $1,000 and $5,000. And those are loans that we pay a return on because, we haven't gotten the hard money loan, for example, or we haven't had the financing from the bank or something like that. And they won't give us a loan until, we close. So a lot of times we invest our own money as, earnest money deposit. But because we do quite a bit of homes, sometimes we pass on deals because we just ran out of little money here and there, like 1,000 here, 5,000 over there. And so if you are interested in putting a little bit of money to work and trying it out, if you're willing to give us a small loan like that, we can give you a nice return for that loan. And then that way you can get used to working with us, and that we are people of our word. And just kind of going ahead and making money on the side like that.
Well, when you say a nice return, what do you need?
It's whatever you want, ma'am. Like if you, let's say we come to you middle of the road, right? And we said, okay, we are buying this house. We're going to put it under contract. We're going to send the contract out. And then, they're asking for a $3,000 earnest money deposit. So we'll go to you. And we'll say, hey, Miss Cynthia, we have a deal over here. It's $3,000. How much would you like for that loan? We have had anything from, I want to get at least 10%. And it typically only, you have that money in for like 2 weeks, because it takes like 2 weeks, maybe a month sometimes to close, right? So it's only out for a little, just a few weeks, just a couple of weeks. And some people will say, well, I want 10% return on that. Or we've had people say, I want 25% return. We've had some sharks say, and we've done it before because we wanted to get that deal. Some of them have said, well, I want 50% return. So here's 3,000, you have to give me back, 4,500. And we've done it. So that's a nice way. If you have multiple deals like that with us, then you have, diversified yourself, and your money is out working for you at like whatever you think is best. So we'll work with you. We'll pay whatever return. Go ahead.
So what is the risk involved here?
There's no risk really, because if the deal does not close, you never give us the money. You give it to the title company or the closing attorney. So let's just say the deal didn't close. All you got to do is, if you don't get your money back, all you got to do is call the attorney and say, hey, I wired you $3,000 for that deal. It didn't close. I spoke to Ben. It didn't close. I need you to wire me the money back. And they typically hold that money in their trust account, their attorney trust account, and they'll just wire it right back to you. Most of the time, almost 100% of the time, you don't even have to call to ask. They'll just say, hey, Miss Cynthia, we didn't close on the deal. We're sending your money back. And you're like, okay, well, we tried. So, but that almost never happens.
I have my daughter. I have a couple birthday parties that I'm doing today, so I'm pretty busy. So maybe you can just email me the information, or
Sure.
so I can look it over.
Sure. No problem. And congratulations on the sale. But let us make you a couple bucks so you can get used to this, and hopefully this will become a nice income for you. We have plenty of other people, also references, people that do this with us as well. You can talk to them as well. So I will go ahead and put something together and email it to you.
Okay.
What email address should I use?
K
Mm-hmm.
M C Laugh LAUGH
Mm-hmm.
at earthlink.net.
Okay. Earthlink.net. Okay, got it. Okay, very good. Well, enjoy the parties and we'll talk soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. And we got a lender, a gap lender. She was not familiar with it. A lot of investors are not familiar. And that's the beauty of these calls. We are looking for deals. That's the primary thing. She says, oh, I sold it. And she sold it for more. So it would not have been a deal for us. She was smart. She sold it at the top of the market. That's good for her. I'm happy for her. But I want to get your money. I want to put it to work. The idea here is we bring you in as a gap lender. You put in the money for earnest money deposit. And a lot of times I didn't tell her this because I don't want her to get too excited, but we've done this. Like we put an earnest money deposit, $5,000 for somebody, or $3,000, like I was saying to her. And then we just double it. We'll just say, you gave us 3, here's 6. Why? Because I know she sold her house at $420. So if we go now and we turn up the heat a little bit, we say, okay, now would you, and let's say we do that a couple times. So she lends us another $1,000 and we give her back $1,000, right? So $2,000. So 1,000 return. Then she does another deal at 5,000. We can say, hey, at 5,000, it's going to be a little expensive. Can we give you, for $5,000, can we give you, let's say a 10% or 20% on this? So now we're giving you gave us 5, we'll give you back 6, right? Now we can go bigger and bigger and bigger to where now she can lend us 100 at normal rate, at a normal, let's say 10%, but no payments, no monthly payments. So it's kind of like, for short term. Now, if she wants to actually keep it out working, for her, we can say, well, let's do it at like long term, 5-6%, 7, maybe 8% sometimes. And still better because we can keep it out working. And now if we do that, then we can come in and we can do multiple deals with that money, etc. So you get the idea. Just kind of lure them in and put that money to work. So anyway, that is pretty much, people get to know us and trust us, etc. So Cynthia, she sold the house for $420,000. And she said that I was too late, comma. I said, oh, great. are you going to put that money to work? Question mark. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, well, if you would like, just take a little bit of that money, like $5,000 for earnest money deposits, comma. I explained to her what it was because she didn't know. Period. Went through a little gap lending lesson, comma. She was interested, and she said to send her an email. But I think I'm going to call her back and say, hey, I need to verify your email address or whatnot. So let's talk about it a little bit further, period. Okay, so save it. And we have an area here where the stage to put them in is potential lender. So right here we have, if I go to that area now, potential lender, we have 2 so far this week. So perfect. So I'm going to get now onto doing some of these analysis. I'm gonna have to go back and negotiate some things with some sellers and draw some contracts, etc. But thank you for joining me. This was a shorter session, but I hope that helped you. None of this is scripted, as you have seen. I mean, we just got a lender. And last week, we got like 4 deals, 4 contracts out. The more you do this, you'll find lenders, you'll find buyers, you'll find your team. There's people always, you know, a good friend of mine who's got a lot of money told me one time, smart money is always looking for a good home. So, you know, there's always, if money identifies a better home, it will always move. Money is not loyal. It will go to a better use. So, yep. So as we do this, you know, if we offer people a better home for their cash, where's the bank? Where's the, where's the money right now? It's at the bank, right? Her money. I'm like, dude, you're earning what, 1% in there? So give it to me. Let's do one little transaction, and then we can put some of this money to work. And we don't mind paying her, you know, hard money loan type interest, as long as we don't get monthly payments and no points up front. That's much better. But eventually, we want to bring that rate down. So, and because she's not a professional lender, you know, she's not that involved, and she may just be okay with 6-7%. And a lot of times, you know, they'll give it to us long term, and we could even possibly do a business note, what's the word? The collateral for it will be, apologies, the collateral for it will be the property or 2. But we can now take that money and do several deals and do earnest money deposits and whatnot. So that's kind of how it works. So anyway, I hope you have liked this video. I hope you can go out and get yourself some money partners to invest in your deals. We can also picture a JV deal to where she's tired of being a landlord. So how about we manage the property? How about we deal with the tenants? How about we find the deal and you just make cash flow, right? And you just own ownership, but our responsibilities is to run the show. So we are still young and strong, you know, and we got the stamina to do it. You can enjoy retirement etc., while still making money on the side. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, notifications, comment below, share it. And stay tuned, come back. Like I said, have this playing in the background just to kind of, you know, you don't have to like be staring at the screen the whole time I'm on here. You can just kind of hear the conversation as I'm putting notes or whatever. You know what it is. You can walk away, you know, go get something to eat or whatever. Come back. I'm on a call and you can listen to the call. You can listen to what they're saying, you know, so feel free to keep these videos playing in the background. That's what I encourage, so that you don't miss a beat. You are also at the same time doing your work, etc. You can be at your 9 to 5 listening to this stuff, because I'm not giving you like step 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 that you can't miss. You want to pay attention. The thing that you can't miss and you got to pay attention is the feedback from our laboratory calls. You know, that feedback, that listening to the potential sellers' responses. So like this one, I shifted like on a dime, you know, like, oh, you sold it. Oh, no problem. Most people would have gotten on that call and said, well, I appreciate your time, you know, enjoy or whatever. There's no opportunity here, you know, I better get off the phone and go into the next call. You know what I mean? But I'm like, no, we took the time. Let's see how we can make something happen. We are deal engineers. We're masters of connections, high-level connections. Read the book by Judy Robinette, Power Connectors. We're power connectors, and we are deal engineers. So we want to connect with people, the right referrals, so that we can continue to make our businesses move forward. So I got 1 minute to jump into the next call with a couple of partners of mine. So I will see you on the next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it, notification bell. See you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye now.